Alright, I just recorded the full video and I didn't notice that my mic was muted, so we're gonna start again. This video is about why you need to meditate before doing music and how to do it, and I'm gonna explain it in audio terms and also using FL Studio. So basically, why do you need to meditate before you do music? First of all, it mitigates performance anxiety. So basically, it lowers your anxiety to help you not get overwhelmed when you're recording and when you're doing loops, playing an instrument. And also it enhances deep listening. So basically, this translates to a heightened sensitivity to tone, rhythm, and dynamics. It also overcomes perfectionism and criticism, which is very important because I feel like when you're coming from a mindset of like thinking about everything that went out throughout the day, you're gonna start thinking about the things that went out throughout your day before you start like making a loop. So um, it allows you to remain completely present and emotionally connected to the music making. So and it also helps with burnout because as a independent music artist, you're doing a lot of things like advertisement, cover arts, and all sorts of things. So it restores your mental endurance. Basically, it's like dumping all your RAM before you start making music. So how do you meditate? How? Ideally, you have to be comfortable in a place that is very quiet. Also, dim lights help. You also, that this is very important, that you sit down, because if you do it while you're like laying down, you're not gonna have the same effect because you will most likely fall asleep. And how long I would say that ideally you should do 20 minutes. That's like the period of time that works better for me. I don't know, you can do it 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The thing is that you start doing it because you get better at it as you go along. So what is meditating? Meditating is to promote a state of calm, concentration, and mindfulness. Mindfulness means that you're being aware. And you ask, being aware of what? It's being aware that you're breathing, that you're alive, that you're present on the moment. So I'm going to explain a little bit of the breathing with using the yin yang, and this is what I focus throughout the meditation. Just imagine that either of those colors, like the black and white, are the exhaling and inhaling motion. When you breathe, you inhale and there's a pause, and then you exhale and there's a pause. And just gotta think about that pause, how your body feels, how the air feels going in and out of your nose. You shouldn't breathe through your mouth. And I believe that is just as simple as that. You just need to focus on the breathing. Basically, when you sit down, just think about the meditation being like this. Just imagine like this is the 20-minute session, and these hi-hats are the thoughts that you're gonna have throughout the session. So basically, when you start, you're gonna be in a much more like higher state of being. Like your mind is gonna be at 200% because it hasn't rested since you woke up. You've been getting a lot of images on your phone, scrolling. I think you see about 10,000 images per day. That's like my estimate. So you're getting bombarded with all these images, these thoughts, emotions that you don't really process throughout the day. And this 20-minute period of time is going to allow you to dump all of that RAM, kind of like using this function on FL Studio that is it's purge unused audio clips. If you know what I'm talking about, it's going to delete all the audio clips that you're not using. So it's basically like that. Just think that when you sit down, you close your eyes. You have to close your eyes, because if you don't close your eyes, the information that you're getting through your eyes to the brain, it's very overwhelming, and it also makes you like think that you're anchored to a place, and that doesn't help. So you need to close your eyes. So once you close your eyes and you sit down, you're gonna have thoughts. Like for the first 5 to 7 minutes, you're gonna have a lot of thoughts. Just imagine like every hi-hat is like a thought, and you're gonna have a lot of thoughts, like what did you eat today, what you saw on the news, maybe what your girlfriend was saying, stuff like that. As you go out throughout the meditation session, you're gonna notice that there's gonna be spaces where you're not really thinking, and that's the goal, to make this space when a thought pops up and you don't have thoughts, you have to make it longer, and that just gets better throughout the time. So you have to meditate daily at least 20 minutes. I try to do it before I sleep and after I wake up, like right away. When the session starts, you're gonna have a lot of thoughts, like I was mentioning, but as you go, your brain is gonna start to slow down. You're going to have less and less brain activity, so the thoughts are gonna slow down. You're gonna have less and less thoughts. Just imagine like that. It's sort of like that, and it's gonna start to slow down, and then the spaces are gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's just say that meditation stops here, and once you go back to the reality, the baseline, you're gonna be at a much lower state of mind. So that helps with creativity, it helps with getting better ideas, and that's why you should meditate. I believe that this is a common practice that everyone should do, but it helps a lot with music. It helps me a lot with writing down ideas and also not staring at a blank page like this. And you think, what should I do? Where should I start? And sometimes you start browsing sounds like a dumbass, like seeing which clap sounds better, which is not the ideal thing. You just have to have a clear mind so you can execute, and basically that's it.